The following program is rated TVMA. It is intended only for mature audiences.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? This is a special episode of Buzzing With Marlowe, aka the Commission Talks edition. I am here, Mr. Host of the Buzzing With Marlowe podcast. I am Warren Marlowe, and we have my boy, the Commission Day One Oos. We got Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, guys. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe to both our channels from the 1130 podcast and the Buzzing With Marlowe channel. We are here. It is Wrestle Talk Wednesday. Dre, man, how's that week going for you so far?
It's going, man. It's been a week so far. It's Wednesday, so
Friday. On hump day week. It's already hump day week.
Yeah, it's already hump day. Yeah, it's hump day.
Speaking of hump day, the big holidays coming up.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, man, it's been a week. Monday was nice, cool. Did a watch along and here. Commission talk, of course. And of course we got beyond 11:30 tomorrow, and no watch along Friday because SmackDown is actually here in DC. So,
are you going?
Yeah. I had to make up my mind though, for real, because especially after the show ended last Friday night, I was like, oh shit, man, I think I gotta go to this one right here, man. Last SmackDown was nice though. It was real nice. I was really digging every aspect of it. Alexa Bliss taking on who she took on? What was it? Candice LeRae? It was just so many things that was going on that episode, and then Solo came back. So yeah, I said I think I'm gonna make up my mind. But yeah, man, everything been cool, man. How about yourself?
Hey man, you see it. Trying to get on here, trying to hit the live button at least once or twice. But it's OG day. When I say OG day, we started this thing with 3 podcasts. Dre, it was a kept secret, but we have a special guest today. He's coming back. It's been a while. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the one, the only Blackheart.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
I'm back in this bitch.
What's going on?
What's up, fellas? What's up, Warren? What's up, Jay? I miss
What's
you
going
boys.
on, man?
I miss y'all motherfuckers, man. I know it's been a long day, right? What's up,
yes.
with it, man? I ended up having the day off today, so shit like that. So I'm just sitting the fuck at home, and all of a sudden, Warren sent me the you know what, and I'm like, yo, put me on. Man, I got free time today. Let me have it. Occupy my time today. So here I am. Welcome me back. I'm back only for a one-time only deal. Don't know for how long though, but we here though, man. We here. Commission talks, baby. We in the motherfucking
We're gonna get him a shirt.
Yes.
We're gonna get him a shirt that says one time only, like every other free day on Wednesdays.
Bro, it's just been crazy on my side of the fence for the last few months and stuff. So I had to really go on the ground and focus on me for a little while and stuff. So, but what's going on with you, what's going on? Yeah, fool.
I still can't believe this, and yes, I'm actually going to say it on my show. I was excited about the Super Bowl just because I was finally off, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay up, whatever, be able to watch this. Dog, I fell asleep through the whole thing. Like I didn't get to watch none of it. I wanted to watch the Kendrick Lamar performance. I wanted to watch So the game.
Don't feel bad.
No, fell asleep,
Nope.
dog.
Don't feel bad. I fell asleep too. It was the game for me. It was boring. It was just like really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, it was
Like,
boring.
So none of y'all had no energy to go through that game.
No,
I mean,
I did.
after it was
I've
like,
been on
come
12 for
on.
so long right now. So like that's why I haven't been on your show lately too, Blackheart, because I'll try to stay up so late because I only get one day off. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna stay up the whole day just because that's my day off. I'm gonna enjoy this day. And if I sit down or something, I'm done. Like Samantha will tell me all the time, she's like, you need to go to bed or whatever. I'm good. So I sit on the couch, sitting there watching something with Belle, and then it's like I start dozing. She'll be like, go to bed. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to spend time with y'all. And it got to be every time at 7:00, I just pass out. And luckily, if you're on still at 12 or something, I might pop in because that'd be the time I would just randomly wake up. And it's like, man, those things it's been crazy. I won't lie. So I'm looking forward to this weekend coming up just because I finally got Saturday and Sunday off. So it's going to be nice. It's going to definitely be nice. But yeah, obviously Super Bowl happened. I just watched the Kelsey Brothers' podcast. A great podcast. If anybody hasn't watched that, they got really good perspectives. And it's not just they strictly talk about football. They talk about life, dad life, him and Taylor, all that stuff. Like it's a real good show. But seeing Travis talk about the Super Bowl, I mean, you could only imagine that feeling. Like y'all had the huge expectations. Everybody's against you. If you ain't in the Chiefs Nation, you are voting for these guys to not three-peat at all. And it sounds like they just did not come to play that day. It just seemed like they were just not ready for those Eagles.
I couldn't believe
Let me just say this. Because I watched that game. So I watched the game in the halftime show, right? Philly's defense is something the fuck else. That's the one thing I think people are not understanding about that game. The defense shut down the whole offensive line and was getting at Mahomes any way that the fuck that he tried. You know what I'm saying? Besides the late stretch towards like the fourth quarter when they just scored 2 unexpected touchdowns and shit like that, we just knew that shit was just trying to protect the spread, so people could actually like win some money. All right, now Jalen Hurts, you know what happened a couple years prior when he was facing against the Chiefs, and as some wrestling fans already put the two stories together, he finished his story on Sunday, pulling the Cody Rhodes out his ass.
I saw his
you gotta give him credit for that.
Body.
And he won the Super Bowl MVP that night. So
the crazy thing is, it was Philly.
He was the Cody Rhodes of that story. Everyone hates Patrick Mahomes. Everyone hates Travis Kelce. But the undertone of the whole thing is the audience was full with mega personalities and shit like that, and like whatever. That's why Taylor Swift got booed so heavily, because what happened the week prior during the Grammys, she was sharing for K-Dot as he won 5 Grammys for a diss track that, yes, I'm gonna still say it out loud. Not Jay-Z, not Nas, not Tupac, not Ice Cube even won a Grammy for a diss record. K-Dot is the only one that did. So you gotta tip the cap out to the man, and more importantly, this is what shows how the world is kind of being split down the middle now, with you know who in back of that Oval Office. So, but Philly's offense, they came to play. Kansas City's offense just trash. They were just straight ass, and the defense was horrible for Kansas City.
The defense came out there and they were stopping them every play though. But it was just like you're used to seeing the Kansas City Chiefs win, or at least try to come from behind.
I was shocked. They were saying the ref
calls was just getting shut down, play after play, and I was just wow. And then by the way, like the halftime, it was like what 24-0, 27-0. I was like, okay,
it was that bad.
It was like 24-6.
24-6, I think so. Yeah,
it was like 24-6.
I was like, okay.
How dare you say 0-6? 6.
Man.
Nah, they scored. Nah, like they scored during the second quarter, but they tried to go for a 2-point attempt and then they got stopped. So that's why
That's right.
So,
yeah, they did.
Yeah. But fuck Patrick Mahomes, man. He ain't shit. Like, light skinned nation, my black ass. Fuck out of here.
They were trying to say Kendrick Lamar was just on assassination mode when it came to the light skin, talking about Drake, and then they were adding Patrick Mahomes' picture. I'm like,
nah, bro, stop.
Bro, there's a meme where it's got Drake holding Patrick Mahomes talking about we'll rise again. That joke was the funniest thing I've ever saw. I was like, dude, that's the
only ones
off.
I've been seeing is Patrick Mahomes and Drake crying together, like that type of shit. That's been the one I've been seeing lately.
That's funny. But obviously, shout out to the Eagles. They finally did it. My goodness, I swear, if they would have went right back to the Super Bowl and lost again, like everyone predicted, possibly that Chiefs were probably going to win. I think the biggest downside was everybody was so heavily talking about the officiating being the main factor of the game. And I think that's why you got the results that it was. It was legitimately what the game should have been from the whole season, is not let the officiating affect the game.
But Warren, just to add on top of that, it's not really the officiating too. It's all these rule changes that the NFL has been doing for the past several years that's been protecting the quarterback. So that's why you see like a Patrick Mahomes getting away with so much shit to like a point where like even the point like even you saying as a football person, you're saying like they're watering down the nature of the game more than anything. So now it's like you gotta like really think like okay, I gotta take down a QB and not get flagged. Okay.
Yeah.
I can fucking pull
how do I get
your ass
hit
down.
him? Yep.
You know, it's like you can't do like real actual physical tackles like that anymore.
True. All right, man. Obviously, shout out to the Eagles. You finally won. Thank God. Don't tear your city down. Enjoy it. It was a good one.
Too late.
Yeah, I saw the polls were already going. I already saw the
too late. I seen people riding horses throughout downtown
I was like,
Philly. I'm like, yo, nigga.
Like, this is why y'all shouldn't be there. Y'all can't have nice things. Can't have nice things.
No, wait a minute.
So they ride or something during the celebration?
Bro, you remember the first time they won? They tore the whole place down.
Wait, Warren. This goes for every single championship team that won their respectable sport of the year. That city where it fought like they went to, they're gonna go into fucking chaos. Shit, that's what happened with the Celtics last year.
Everything up.
No, wait. Because this is what happened with the Celtics last year. Because I was working that night when we won, and so when I walked out the door, police presence is all over the place. I looked to my left. A big galley full of fucking fans is waiting for the players' bus and cars to come out of the tunnel. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get the fuck home. I was stuck, and people was climbing up on walls, climbing up on light poles, all type of shit, bro. Like it's everywhere.
Damn.
It's everywhere.
I asked though, like, was they, riding? Because I remember, and like you said, in respect to sports, they win their championship, they definitely go crazy. I remember where the Nationals and the Capitals won the Stanley Cup or won the World Series. They was going crazy downtown, but I don't remember them, riding or whatever. So I'm like, damn, you win the championship. I'm thinking y'all gonna be celebrating and not fucking up shit. Like, it's crazy.
They're gonna be like, bro, we can't put them back in this
little boy.
We can't put them in play.
Listen, when any city team wins, that city is gonna have like a bunch of shit around town, getting people drunk, off their asses.
If that's the case.
Game, and that's how a lot of these things be happening.
I want to see it in Jacksonville. I want to see it. I want to see if we're going to riot or not.
Nah, you're probably going to see it more in like Miami or Orlando. That type
Miami,
of shit,
definitely.
But never in Jacksonville. Never in Jacksonville. I'm sorry.
Okay, change the subject. Our new topic, obviously, for this week, is going to be called the Open Table. It's not going to be a very long episode today, guys. I apologize, but we have got some good topics. Obviously, the big one, Netflix on Monday Night Raw. The biggest thought is What are our thoughts about it? Is it yeet or no yeet?
Hey, since this is Blackheart first time back, I'm interested to hear Blackheart's perspective.
Okay.
Give him
Actually,
40
when it comes to
minutes.
this, no yeet. No yeet.
No yeet.
No yeet.
Okay.
Because, all right, I'm going to break this down for me. All right, for us real quick, right? I watched the last episode where it was kind of like buffering around. It kept like blocking in and out, like that type of stuff.
Is it really bad during live? Is it really bad?
No, like this, right? The first week, it ran fine. Second week, okay. The third week, however, you started seeing seeing like buffering, that type of stuff, in and out, kind of like blackouts, status, saturation going on, like that type of stuff. So I'm like, okay. It could be the Wi-Fi that I'm on. It could be the modern cable that like I'm on using, like that type of stuff. But then again, a lot of other people, depending on where you are, how strong your connection is, you know what I'm saying, like that type of stuff, anywhere can kind of like shut down the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So to where you have to like hit the rewind button back to go back to watch like what you missed. That type of stuff. But it's only good because you can easily just go back on one app and kind of do it. But for me personally, I go on an app on my phone to watch my wrestling that that I don't pay nothing. Even though I'm paying for a subscription, you just added more money onto that fucking subscription. Now we got to pay more just to keep our accounts. That's kind of the bad part right now. And I think to a certain extent, even with Raw on Netflix right now, AEW's numbers have not been going up as people wanted to be. So I think for the competition purposes, you kind of need these sports to still be on cable television to a certain extent. Like even on Friday, even on Monday, for instance, they have Monday Night Raw on ESPN Plus. Now let me be honest: who's paying $60-something to watch it? No one is.
$60?
Yes, for ESPN Plus packages.
Oh, yeah.
So no one in their right mind is going to pay for that. They're going to try to pay the cheapest way as fucking possible. Without the commercial, or without the software interruption or something with the Netflix database and the mainframe of that kind of causes the buffering and stuff like that to happen because there's too much people watching all at once. So that's kind of what the streaming process right now is. That's just the downside of it. I still kind of like it better where it was still on like cable television because you can kind of like control the pace of it yourself. And even if you did miss it, some people got DVRs. You can go hit the rewind button and go right the fuck back.
But I will say that's a good thing about Netflix, though, because
also,
I haven't got to watch it live.
But also, this is what's trying to tell us that the cable industry right now is starting to die.
Yep,
easily,
sure is.
Easily.
And like Blackout just said, the cable industry is dying, and that's why you see a lot of sports are going to streaming. Though I would give Raw on Netflix, man. I would say yeet, but then I understand the perspective of no yeet. Like was last week where the show was like staticking or whatever, and I'm like, okay, like what the hell is going on? The other thing was it was like keeping NXT on CW and keeping SmackDown on USA is good too, but I thought it was going to be everything included on even the premium live events. So it's just only Raw. So you still gotta go over to Peacock, still gotta pay for Peacock, still gotta tune in for Elimination Chamber, all that other stuff somewhere else. Like that's the other part of it though. But I mean, it's cool. And then the commercials. Now, if you watch on a certain different type of website or whatever, you could just watch it straight through and stuff like that. But it's a yeet. But then it got its downfalls a little bit though. Definitely when streaming live and a bunch of people is watching at one time, and of course you're gonna get the static and the buffering and stuff like that. So
and then that's when the app crashes and stuff. And that's when you're gonna be fucked up even more.
No, put it back, babe. Get your stuff.
See,
then
I
one
see, I
episode.
on Little Dre growing up over there. Shit.
boy.
Yeah,
He
he
vibing.
all over the place. And then it was just oh yeah, I think they were calling somebody an asshole in the crowd, and then everybody's before Netflix, everybody was like, oh yeah, man, we ain't gonna have them block it out or whatever. Then they blocked it out, and I was like, okay, like
Wait,
they
hold on.
What was
Wait,
this?
whoa. The
it
block
was
out asshole?
I think it was this past Monday. They were saying something like you fucked up, something like I can't think who it was. I think it was Gunther. I think what Gunther was doing, he was beat up Jey Uso. I can't remember who it was, and the crowd was, definitely chanting.
And then he threw the jacket at them or something like that.
I think
Is
so.
that
And then I'm not sure. But I was like, oh shit, they blocked it. They blocked that out. They beat that out. So I didn't think they would. But it got its downsides to it. But all right, I give it a yeet.
Well, Warren, what you think?
I'm gonna say yeet just because obviously I only got to watch one live when I was on with Dre when we did the watch along. That was pretty cool. I will say this, man, watching it on Netflix, it does give that pay-per-view presentation. Like the black canvas, the referees are wearing a new apparel. It makes them look more newer type scenario. So obviously,
But do you think? But my question to you about that part is: do you think that they're just trying to keep up to what the UFC's been doing for so long, having the brand?
I think they're putting UFC
the map,
and
that type
WWE
of stuff
together,
like that
yes.
because they're trying to emulate a lot of the USC over to
Yeah,
WWE
uh-huh.
now.
Yeah,
Well, you saw the
you see it.
sponsorships because it wasn't just Prime Bottle on the middle of the canvas now. You got loads of sponsors all over the thing.
It's like
it's like UFC using what WWE's doing and WWE's using what UFC is doing.
UFC took that whole thing from boxing too, because boxing had those companies on the mask during their fights.
Yeah,
and you gotta look at it too. UFC and boxing is kind of like wrestling in a way too, because most of it is building up to a fight. You gotta
build ups.
Yeah, the build up. Yeah,
they use every tactic of
yeah.
wrestling when it comes to that. So I've been saying that numerous times. Like when they promote a fight, even though they got they get 6 or 7 months to promote the fight, where they got to go visit every state and all that.
Yeah,
they use the tactics from pro wrestling. So I love when people talk about, but this is the real sport. This is this. They take a lot of stuff to promote their product from pro wrestling.
And more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, UFC fighters don't have to go to school to learn how to fight. Yes, they can join a club or two, and if they can be trained that way, but you ain't going to school to learn the education of how the whole sport is formulated, how it started. So at least you have the better understanding of what the company and the work that you're doing. And that's what I appreciate about wrestling, because they'll teach you about the history of wrestling. So you have a firm idea of what you're getting involved into, so you have a better appreciation and respect for that sport.
You find out if you love it.
Shit, man. If you love to get your face kicked in, be my guest. I don't care.
You find out if you love it. That's for sure. One reason why I'm a masked wrestler is because I smile too damn much when I'm getting hit or something. So I got an issue somewhere.
Listen, I thought you just hiding the ugly face of yours.
Everybody asks me all the time. You know what? Yeah, you want to crack that joke? Everybody asks me all the time. It's like, dude, you got a pretty face. Like, usually
I'm about to say that. What your face is ugly or something?
When you got a mask guy, they literally go. When you have a mask guy, usually they're thinking like, oh, they don't have that appearance. They look at me like, why do you have that? And I tell people all the time, I just smile too damn much. I would not be able to sell if I'm getting beat up because I'm sitting there laughing or doing something stupid. Anybody that's ever been in the ring with me, they will tell you I'm a clown.
I can see a nice
clown.
Think about you as a man in the iron mask. If you have a mask on, then that means you gotta have an ugly face, or you.
Yeah, and all, especially the girls and stuff, they'd be like, why do you have a mask? And that would be the first question every time someone sees me is like why are you wearing a mask? Like, you should not be wearing a mask. You gotta look. And I'm just when you're in the ring with me, you'll know.
I would definitely have a mask, like a hair versus mask match with you. For real though, like
Yeah,
I think that like
Dre,
if you lose, you got to get rid of the mask. If I lose, you got to cut me bald or some shit like that. Like
you
Dre,
bald.
no,
yeah,
Dre, no, that's not even fair. No, Dre, that's not even fair because your shit is easy because we can.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
We can rob all these. We can rob all these. This man above us can't. No.
I took too many headshots. Ain't no way in hell I'm going bald. Ain't no way.
You couldn't wait to get that coat.
Nope. Dre wants to go bald. I guess that's what we're going with. Obviously, we got 2 yeets and then we got 1 no yeet. Obviously, like I said, the raw Netflix presentation has been very good.
Them drone cameras is nice,
bro. I will say they've done a lot of new cool things, but I do see UFC's hand in the Netflix standpoint than a lot of other stuff. And what we're like you just said, Dre, Netflix is only doing Monday Night Raw. We're thinking they're doing the SmackDown recap, NXT recap.
Yeah, and
I've been wondering why the pay-per-views haven't been on.
But be advised though,
if they do that, they will have Netflix go up way more.
But also, once SmackDown goes over to Netflix, that's when you're going to start seeing the slow turn of all the WWE content taken off of Peacock to go over to Netflix. And watch how that subscriber amount it's going to go up, but the price is also going to go up.
It's going to hurt Peacock though,
because you're going to add more catalogs to that database. So now you get more. So now you have a better variety of choices. But now also you're going to have to mark up that fucking subscriber amount price.
So what's that? So the average is what? $6.99 for the basic, right?
$7.99. No, now it got bumped up to $7.99.
And the big one is what? 16?
20.
Oh, it's 20?
Yeah.
That's
without the commercials. That's why. So like you can just go watch straight the fuck through. Me, I love my commercials because I need to be able to give myself some time to like run in the bathroom, run downstairs, and probably grab myself like you say, like do like some stuff, and then I come back with these.
So
I can't sit there and I can't sit there. Does that
help you? Say like if you're binge watching a TV show. Say like if you're watching one of your shows, the commercials does help. You know.
Law and Order SVU, perfect prime example. I'll turn my camera and it's on Law and Order right now.
Screen time without commercial.
And Law and Order SVU is on my TV right now, and I still watch the fucking commercials because I pay for the fucking commercials. So obviously, that's how companies make their money too, off these commercials. Without commercial play, don't companies that's broadcasting, they're not making anything.
Yep. That's why
when you take all the commercials,
ads when he's on
you're paying more because you don't want the commercials, but they're still gonna get their money anyway.
Yeah. Dre, what's your opinion with
world, man?
You have the big package for Netflix.
You paying that $20?
My fiance, she pays for it. No, but it's still. Yeah, but the account, that we have, it's still.
I was gonna say too, like Netflix, they have more when you have the bigger package. They add more to it.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not like the account holder, so I'm not quite too sure. But I know the one that she does have, though, it still includes ads. But however, the app that the website, watch wrestling, if you watch Monday Night Raw, you could watch it completely straight through without any of the commercials or anything like that.
Hey, y'all remember this is our age. Remember how had this box to watch pay-per-views? They had this box.
Oh, yeah.
The black box. What you mean? There was the A side and the B side. You turn to the B side, all the pay-per-views was that big. You know
how many pay-per-views people watched off of those things?
Shit, man.
And Monday Night Raw is the only one that really has something, like it's like straight through NXT, even though that's on Netflix and SmackDown on Netflix. There's really no commercials, they just have a little screen and be like, we'll be right back, so other than that.
I remember we did talk about this last week. Blackheart, isn't it interesting to know that WWE has something on every basic network and platform to introduce somebody if they never heard of it, or like they give them a little bit and they go, oh, this is where it came from. A great example. A lot of women got into watching WWE based off of Total Divas.
Okay.
We gotta be honest with it. Like if you watch Total Bellas, you watched all these different things.
Yes, I do agree with you to some point. But there's like a lot of us here that grew up wrestling fans because of our fathers or mothers or grandfathers, uncles, whoever that were wrestling fans themselves. You know, this is a timely generational thing. You know what I'm saying? So say like for you, Dre, now your son watches wrestling, so you already know he's gonna grow up to probably emulate you to do what you're kind of doing right now, but in the future for him. Same way for you, Warren. You know what I'm saying? So in like a way, your little girl loves Cody. I don't know. I mean, so I don't know how long that like you got her like into it, but it's like depending on your timeline.
She's getting on Pro Cena now.
Yeah, so I'm just like you. So it's just depending on the timeline on when you came in and who introduced you to it. It's kind of how it takes you that far. Like some people, of course, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I grew up off the Attitude Era," and then after the Attitude Era, I kind of stopped because the Crash Course TV wasn't them anymore. They loved the Jerry Springer type of shit like that. But if you wasn't in it for the actual action, the story, and everything else to appreciate the value of the sport, you're not going to be in it for that much longer. You know what I mean? It's like bandwagonism. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can understand like women coming in because, you know, they look at like Total Divas or look at China, look at Alundra Blaze, look at all these female wrestlers in the past that actually brought the definition to the forefront, and then they want to emulate them. So it just depends. It just depends on where you're coming from and how you view it.
Yeah. I will say, obviously, the last thing about Raw on Netflix, it is bringing the casual viewer into watching pro wrestling. And I think that's something that's kind of introducing it.
All right, so
say like the I Show Speed thing.
Wait.
That thing blew up.
Right. But it's also because if you're also a Netflix subscriber already, if you're already like watching something on it, and then by the time 8 o'clock comes around, you go back to the home screen, it's right there. Now you'll be like,
because it's live. Yeah.
It's live. You know what? I'm actually watch something live for once. And you're gonna turn it over, you're gonna turn the TV off that way. Bang. Sorry, K-Dot, but I had to use that whole thing real quick. Hey, so like I said, it just depends. Like if you're on the app around like the same time, you're gonna watch it. If you're not, probably might go on to it later, hit the reset button or restart and go all the way back and then watch it from there as people are watching in real life time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, guys. It's been a while since we've got to have a great rant. We do talk about pro wrestling.
One question.
I got one.
One thing because you mentioned how wrestling is at least WWE is everywhere you turn, where it's the CW USA Network, Tubi in a couple of next month, A&E with the new
that's starting to
Tough
be a
Enough.
big WWE.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay,
I'm really looking forward to that.
I kind of am too.
I'm starting to notice they've got them like in different sections, and I think that's what's being smart with WWE. It's not like, hey, it's not just pro wrestling. They can bring like a game show type presentation to it. They can bring, that real world, challenge thing concept. That's what you get the LFG thing. You got the Breaking Ground, if anybody doesn't remember that from the WWE Network. I mean, they had all these different things that they're getting somebody to go, hey, this is where it came from. This is what it is. But they're on this show. You can catch them every week and stuff like that. They're showing like different monikers to present them to go to watch the product, the overall thing. And I think that's what's getting that big momentum because like we just said, with the Total Bellas and the Total Divas thing, that's why that Nikki Bella pop was more female audience base wise than anybody else when she came out at number 30. Like it's those different presentations that's building that moniker for that talent. And I think that's what WWE has been doing really well. And why this new era of WWE is doing so well is because Triple H is seeing what the newer outlook is. Content creators, Triple H is opening the door for all content creators to come to press conferences, to go to the WrestleCons, do all these different things to get so much content for them, but it also benefits them at the same time because, their following comes over and watches the WWE product over anything because of the pro wrestling moniker. Everybody's looking at us go, wow, I remember WWE when I was a kid, or I remember WWE when it was like such and such time. Like,
some people would say, "Damn, I haven't watched wrestling since WCW."
Exactly.
No,
like
sometimes
it's like
you have to like bring them up to speed, but what the hell that went on?
You watch the WCW archives and stuff, so it's like you got so many different options to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been crazy, bro.
Oh, but I got a rant for you. Oh! Please, give me the platform.
Go for it.
Okay.
Hopefully, I don't regret it.
Well, you probably might regret this.
Oh, shit.
The Super Bowl halftime show. People has been divided about all this. I've been seeing a bunch of shit. Get that motherfucker out of my screen. No, the Super Bowl halftime show went over a lot of people's heads. Okay.
Yes, it did.
It was storytelling.
Now, thank you. The key word here: storytelling. All right.
Mm-hmm.
People that bitches and complains about something like this, but then let's look back the previous years. No one has ever broken K-Dot's record right now that stands at 135.6 million that watched that halftime performance. Not Michael Jackson. Not Michael Jackson. In 1992, he
broke
that.
Michael Jackson record. Yeah.
Yes. Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson in the famous nipple incident. The weekend, Usher's last year didn't even compute. But a lot of people still said the same thing. This show didn't lack this. This show should have had more hits. This show should have had this. This show should have had that. Let me just say something. We have been programmed to be watching the Super Bowl halftime show like it was an actual fucking concert. That's not why people bought their tickets to sit in that stadium to watch a halftime show. This is the reason why a lot of people like us would rather watch it at home than beat it in the fucking stadium. Now, the stadium, however, I was hearing people saying that they had to put the audio in when K-Dot said A minor. That's not true. People in that audience were screaming A minor. Okay?
That's Drake in the stands.
That's something you can't fucking ignore. Okay?
Was he in the stands?
Who?
Drake. Wasn't he there at the game?
No.
Someone told me he was at the game.
Nigga, they lying to you because he's in Australia doing a fucking tour.
I don't know. I was just saying. It would have been funny.
Don't believe what other people tell you. No, don't believe what other people try to tell you about that shit. Anyway, so the performance, if you ever noticed, K-Dot's audio was a little bit lowered. Because I think that was the NFL's call to be like, yo, listen, we gave you the platform, but there's certain things that we got to like tone it down, that type of shit. The symbolism of America.
Mm-hmm.
White and blue, you got no light-skinned brothers or
I beat that shit.
It was nothing but dark-skinned motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Red represents Bloods, blue represents Crips, and white was just in between. That forming the American flag. Sis's performance, beautiful, and you cannot take that away from her either. We was gonna get not like us no matter what. K-Dot is basically saying he doesn't give a fuck about this suit. Drake just being petty. And let me just say this because as a hip hop fan,
let's not ignore Samuel L. Jackson playing Uncle Sam as well too.
Yes,
I was going to say that was a big factor in telling the story. Like,
but also it was also telling you about the indifference of this country. That usually Uncle Sam is white.
Mm-hmm.
His Uncle Sam that was trying to portray in his mind is black because. What's the one thing that people want to say? The one people argue about a lot is Jesus wasn't black. Jesus was black.
Oh my goodness!
Like, come on, dog. Like, what y'all motherfuckers doing? Stop believing in shit that you read in the papers and every propaganda shit that's telling you falsified lies to corrupt your mind. That's the problem with people being split about the Super Bowl halftime performance. It went over a lot of people's heads. It was symbolic. You still he still gave you hits, but also it was the fucking funeral. Well, no, we've been past the funeral. K-Dot just went back to the graveyard, dug up Drake's body, threw it back on the fucking football field, and said, "Yo, we're gonna do this thing one more time, big hurrah!" And Serena fucking Williams.
I was about to say that part right there was the tip of the
Crip walk
iceberg.
during that set should say something the fuck else about what people think about Drake. No, not even if his next album that comes out on Friday with Party Next Door or a solo one that he's coming out with is not gonna save him. K-Dot obliterated this man and told him you cannot come back to this motherfucking culture. Period. If y'all Drake stands, I feel sorry for y'all because now y'all rocking with a man that not only is a PDF file, and as much as y'all don't want to say that it's true, bro. There's evidence. There's evidence that your favorite rapper is going after younger girls that he can't tame because number one, he can't tame them. He can't tame the women his age. And now what I'm hearing rumors about is they're trying. I mean, I guess FIBA is trying to have like him perform at the World Cup, that type of shit. If that happens,
I heard he's supposed to be filming at WrestleMania too. I was like, "Ain't that something?" I don't know if that's true or not.
No, they pulled that one.
Okay, I'm about to say, what? They're not.
If they're trying to, this is his way to try to get back at him. But
that's the same reason about Migos. Migos was supposed to perform at WrestleMania last year, but when they were talking about what happened with Diddy,
I'm just going to say this, right?
He was only allowed to do a vignette.
No, but all right. So let me just say this: the stage set was a jail cell. Number one. Number two.
Yes.
Number two. It was also a video game.
Yes.
It was the controller from the PlayStation fucking controller. If you did not see that symbolic, each and every part was a different stance. Until when 5 stars saying game over, no matter if you try to sue me, bro, the culture doesn't respect you because you pull out that lawsuit to try to get this song not being played, but it still got played. And
I heard it was way more than just Drake that was making sure he wasn't allowed to say that.
And it surpassed 1 billion streams as of today, making him one of the top artists right now in the beginning of 2025.
Yeah.
So people want to bitch and fucking complain. I don't want to see Celine Dion on my television screen singing because I'm not watching that. We, the black delegation, got what the fuck we wanted, and the world is mad. That's what tells you about your country, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I don't even.
Also, Blackheart. I think the thing is too. I think the thing is too. Also, is the fact that a lot of people watch the game just to watch the halftime show.
Yo, but then as you see me right here,
yeah,
Black Panther Party to the full. You're saying the one to the fullest extent because we need to tell these people the real truth about the fucking world. As much as you people can't taste it, you need to take it.
You know why some people are mad? Some people are mad. This is my theory. My theory is because because they are comparing it to other Super Bowl halftime shows and was like, oh no, that's not, or which one I believe the most is that they just choose to ignore the facts and the truth of what's really going on. Like, you could tell a motherfucker the truth all day long, but it's just made up in their mind with it. You could tell them the truth and was like, yeah, this is it, but they got their mind already made up and like, nah, that ain't it. Like, a lot of people didn't understand the whole symbolism. A lot of people didn't even see that shit, and I think that's why people are mad.
Right, the famous quote, everyone want to be a nigga but they don't want to be a nigga. That's what's happening. Yeah. Everyone want to be black, but they can't be black. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this out loud and shout out to Shane Taylor, shout out to Tyree Taylor too. When they said this, the halftime show was not meant for all of y'all. It was meant for us, the black delegation. It was meant for us.
What up, Christy?
What up?
Period bar none. Yeah. Usher wasn't for me last year. He was for the women. Sorry.
I think that's the biggest thing with these halftime.
They were for me. That was my era. Because some people would be like, okay, this is the best one. Why? Because the audience's color or how the audience grew up to be.
I like how my man said
Super Bowl like you just said, most Super Bowl performances were always like a concert. And I think that's what the biggest thing with this one. And I watched this thing about T-Pain, giving his reaction, talking about
Oh yeah, I
the
watched that too.
halftime show.
Real fast.
He was very spot on what he said. He said he always told his kids, because they asked him, "Hey, do you think you could ever perform at a Super Bowl?" He said, "I don't know if I could, just because of the presentation of what the Super Bowl is. It's got to give that excitement, the entertainment, nostalgia. You got to be above everything else." But what Kendrick Lamar did, he did something very basic. He did something very impactful, and he didn't have to do so much into it. There was a lot of storytelling what they said, and they did a lot of things that you could relate to. Big thing that came out on Netflix, the #1 show that's out on Netflix right now, Squid Games. They gave a Squid Games a apparel, basically talking about the rich killing the poor. They had a whole symbolism talking about these things. And I explained this to my wife at the same time,
You're too
because she was
vulgar.
wondering,
You're too black. That's too
she was
wrong.
wondering what
Human
these
cheat
things
code.
mean. Yeah. I liked how they did it in a video game reference, because it wasn't super above all else, but it was also very meaningful. You can understand it because you relate to it.
Yeah, I like how he started though, and was like, "Yo, man, the revolution will be televised." They picked the wrong guy, but the right guy at the same time though, and it just got it was deep though. Who do you guys want to see perform at the Super Bowl halftime show?
This motherfucker.
We're not going to see
Mm.
Drake perform, that's for sure. We're not going to see Drake. Drake ain't going to no NFL game probably the rest of his life.
Shit, I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know who's
I
gonna
don't
be.
know if we're going to catch him around the Wembley.
I
don't know who's gonna be called up to do next year's. Because after this one, they might
It's
just
going to be at a drag queen show.
sit back and be like, okay, we gotta reconsider some options here.
They probably won't even let him at a drag queen show now. He can't sing I'm over. I'm on Oh man. All right. Obviously, we got one more topic. Like I said, we talk all pro wrestling. The big thing that came out last night, Dre even said it. I just watched the highlight. Obviously, the one, the only Ricky Starks showed up on NXT. So the biggest question topic has been, with this picture right here, I can only imagine what his reaction was hearing about what happened with NXT. Did Tony release more talent that will be WWE bound? Yes or no?
It's that stupid question to ask. Of course it is. Some of these people that got released is gonna go back because Triple H is at the helm now.
Revolution will be televised. So
Triple H is at the helm now. So Aleister Black, when he goes back, he's gonna be one of the upper mid cards, or maybe a main event, depending on who stays and who goes. Who knows? If Rusev or Miro, whatever, they better bring back as Miro. No, they need to bring back Miro. Just bring Miro the fuck over there and just hit the reset button and just let him go do the shit again. Okay? Just do that, please. For crying out loud. Who else got released from AEW? It was one other person.
Ricky Starks, Miro, Black. Damn, what's the other one? There was another one. Christy, let us know. We know Christy knows.
Like I said, Aleister Black, he's going back. Miro's going back, and Ricky Starks is already there. And NXT, that's fine. That's fine.
Did you think that was a good way to bring him in, or do you think they should have done it like how they did Adam Cole and stuff like that, like coming through a main event? Obviously, the pay-per-view coming up. Obviously, or the PLE, whatever it is.
I just think you gotta just do some things different with each and every fucking person. You can't do the same thing over and over and over again. That means
I get that, but I mean, if you want Ricky Starks to be like that big main eventer, especially on an NXT platform right now.
I mean, technically he did, because look at it this way. He got released.
Most watched thing just based off that Tuesday.
But not only that, he got released, right? But Tony didn't put a 90-day holdout clause.
I heard him.
So he could have went right the fuck away. So the moment when he did, he hit up Sean or hit up Triple H and be like, yo, I'm free. Let me in the door. And they are probably already had plans. They probably was already talking behind the scenes way before he even got released.
Me being the
So when he
wrestler,
came
I
in,
know
he
kind
came
of
in
the
doing
inside.
Scott
My boy
Steiner,
Cody got his
Kevin
best
Nash.
friend back.
Yeah,
He got his best friend.
They tried to do the whole Scott Hall thing, walking through the crowd and then just hopping over the cage and then just be like, yeah, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. We all know why the fuck are you here. You just got released last night, nigga. What you talking about?
Right, he did that little thing like that. I was like, oh, we're sticking with this.
I think Aleister Black is now officially a free agent, meaning now he can go whatever he wants. He doesn't have to wait 90 days.
Starks is going back. I mean, I don't know. I think Black is going to be on the main roster. I don't think he's going to be on the NXT.
Oh yeah, he's way past that stage.
I think he can get involved.
Already.
He can get involved in an Elimination Chamber, and I think that could be a cool way to bring him in. Even though it's a Toronto crowd, I think they would know who he is. Think so?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on the weight. Like, would you want to get like a
exactly? That's the biggest thing.
I mean,
you want
like,
the
would
weight
you want to
factor.
build up like a video package and start like weeding that out each and every week to have people think, like, yo, who is this person coming in? And then somehow, some way, he pops in randomly. Then you can do that and build
like
up
how Cody did. Be a special opponent at WrestleMania.
Listen, he's no bigger than Cody.
Oh, I know that, but I'm saying like you could bring him.
No, but I just mean like he never will be. Even if you did try to like give him like that extra boost, he's no Cody, bro. No, he doesn't come from a family lineage and that type of shit. His family can go all the way the fuck back in time. Aleister Black is only one generation.
Yeah, I mean,
they treat him like you treat everyone the fuck else. Sorry.
I'm curious how they would bring him in. He could be a pretty good villain, bad guy.
Or
on SmackDown,
or he can go face to face with Shinsuke.
That's what I was thinking. Well, they were a tag when they came out.
Imagine those two
beefing out. Oh shit! What's up, Eric?
I only popped in because my date got free, so I just ended up helping them out. And I missed them guys.
Because I know every time we were all supposed to be on live at 10 o'clock at night on Sundays, I'm asleep. I'll wake up and then be like, Blackheart message me like, "Hey, we're still on." I'm like, "Dude, it's like 3 o'clock." I know. Hop on. Like, jeez.
Sometimes, man, shit goes left field. Shit can turn left field depending on
who knows what happens with me, you, and Fats, and then we get Big Mike in there.
No, Big Mike was the one that shows up late and shit. That's
today's just some dental problems, but I'm okay. I hope everything gets better, Eric.
But
yeah, man.
Nah, man.
Dre, what's your opinion on this, man? Obviously, you know, TK releasing all these guys right now. Showing presentation, obviously.
Free two more people. Free two more people. If I'm Tony Khan, free Warlow and free Ray Phoenix, please. Free.
You talking about AEW?
Oh, Ray Phoenix ain't getting. They're not freeing Ray Phoenix.
They need to free my dude. Free my nigga over there.
I'm glad. Hey, look at I saw the whole Ricky Starks joint online. I didn't really see it live, so that's good. I mean, look at they done I do in the last maybe 3 years or so. Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, Lexis
and
King.
You see the big main events they got right now.
Ethan Page, and now obviously Ricky Starks to be another one. Hey, look at Tony Khan, man, he ain't using these motherfuckers like he should be, man. And it was like at one point, man, they was doing something.
If I was Tony Khan, I'd be riding that train about the Hurt Syndicate right now, because that's basically the only benefit he's got going on right now.
We heard people.
Else is Washington.
Hey yo, who theme song is that I wanted to compare it to?
Cedric Alexander now being a free agent, but he gotta wait the 90 days. You already know he's gonna go over to the AEW. He's back in form.
Shit,
I don't know with his wife, because remember his wife had a bad experience at AEW.
See, that's the thing. You got MVP there now. That could be the barrier between Bobby, Sheldon, and him. Now, you know what I'm saying? He knows how to talk to corporate guys.
Eric, I will say this, and I
definitely free Warlow.
Blackheart can back me up for this.
Definitely
Drake
free
can back me
Warlow.
up for this.
Thank you, because he would thrive.
Ever since
Warlow would be Warlow would be a
Ever
beast.
since AEW
Warlord
lost
versus Open
Cody
Femi?
Rhodes,
Bro, that's gonna smack.
booking has died. I will
Mhm.
say that to the end of time. When Cody left AEW, booking, you could tell, got exposed. Everything that was show presentation wise, social media based, the big nostalgia, the storyline base, all that died.
It's fucked up.
Mhm. Yeah, I want to
mean-
real because you just mentioned the Hurt Business though. It's a quick question though, but I'm gonna go on back on to say something. The New Day theme song, the New Day got a new theme song,
Bro,
and if you guys hear it, maybe once or twice or whatever, I want you to guys to ask who got the better theme song, the Hurt Business or the New Day. But yeah, man, the Hurt Business. Bobby Lashley, I didn't like how they did Private Party, man. They were cool, but I didn't like how they did Private Party. They just came in and just
they out to get themselves,
I don't
Dre.
know, recent review on the Cody leaving, cause TNK the loss.
And listen, at some point too, they're gonna get fed up too, and then they're gonna leave too.
I think the biggest thing is
they've been one of the OGs in AEW for this long. You still haven't been to like the mountaintop like that. Only twice with two small runs.
You also got to think they're really going through the problems that WCW had with everybody. Just hey, if you're not NWO, this
Cody was one of them. I think CM Punk played a factor in it too because they put a lot of chips in that motherfucker. CM Punk Jones started the whole Saturday Night Collision. Jones supposed to be his show, and the backstage,
but Cody got
bull
CM
stuff
Punk there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I know though, but CM Punk was,
when we hear Chris Jericho on the podcast talking about, Cody just wasn't big talent wise, and you're seeing that Cody was a big attribute to AEW. He got the Young Bucks on a US based television set that wasn't the TV Guide channel, because if anybody doesn't remember, if you didn't live in Atlanta or anything like that, you had to watch the TV Guide channel just to watch Ring of Honor. You didn't get all those different things like that. And Cody brought a presentation to this product and be like, hey, man, let's build this thing up. Cody and Brandy show that they did on TNT, that was a good representation to get people to watch based off of seeing their insides of their life before they had Libby. So it's
look at Tony Khan just need to stop being a fanboy and just make some of the right decisions.
It's gotta stop.
Make some of the right decisions with the guys that needs to be pushed. You got 5,
and that'll be it.
This man just needs to just hire fucking creative committee and just make sure oversee that.
He has a great
just oversee that
group.
To a certain extent, and then have the right wrestling minds around you to be able to be like, yo, this is the way that I think we should go with this storyline because of what's been the accumulation or what's going on or how we can build the roots of it. Like, you can't just be being the boss, right? Boss, editor. You have multiple roles, right? And we said this like a long time ago. He doesn't like giving multiple roles out to people. And just only focus on just one job.
When the last time we seen the AEW championship on television? Now I know John Moxley got the story going on where he hijacked he's holding it hostage, and I'm waiting for that to come to a head, but I'm like, what is going on?
Brian Danielson, what's the last?
Yeah, he won it from Brian Danielson, yeah.
And ever since then, he put it in his suitcase.
Yeah, he put it in the suitcase. I haven't seen it.
Like, that's it. He's like, no,
I'm gonna say this. Somebody might get mad. Moxley is not a main event.
Me. Fuck the belt material. I am. You have to beat me in order for you to become the champion and get the championship away from me.
Moxley is not helping that product right now. I'm sorry.
Anytime we say Moxley, you know who's gonna pop up.
That group, I'm saying it.
Shark comes in here. I can't save you.
I don't care. I only got 6 minutes left at the most. Moxley right now, that group right now, it's not helping anybody when it comes to showcasing them in the ring and bringing a new presentation to them. I think it's hurting them. The biggest thing is what you're seeing, the biggest factor is, I leave WWE. I leave a product. I get to book my own matches. I get to book my own competition. I get to do that. Who's it really benefited? No one. Look at Mercedes Moné. She was supposed to be that big time baby face. I don't care what anyone tells me. They were not bringing that girl in there to be a heel. There was no problem. Everybody's thinking,
they had no other choice.
But here's the thing. Tony Khan's looking at this like, hey, I can bring this person in and they can be my Hulk Hogan. They can be my big time baby face. It's going to be my draw, everything. And they have not worked. The only one that worked for, we can get mad about it, CM Punk. CM Punk was
ain't it neither. I think Moxley is, but they're not giving him that. Really got
even though a couple of times CM Punk did get hurt, that kind of derailed his momentum in the first place. So it was kind of choppy from beginning, anyways.
Oh my bad, Cope.
If he didn't jump off and try to be a fucking young him, like going to the fountain of youth, and he never tweaked up his fucking ankle, that whole first reign could have helped establish AEW and him, and it could have worked out both ways. But
Jason, what do you mean that they're giving him? Moxley books his own stuff. And this is the thing, man. I'm pull the curtain over. Any of the AEW talent, if you've been at a bigger stage, in their contract, they book their own stuff. Yeah, Bobby Lashley, MVP, all these guys,
the right competition,
they book their own stuff.
His reign valid, I think.
They have control of all their personas. Now, if you have the homegrown AEW talent, that's TK's product. But all hold
on. You hear that right? And now look at that. Now I think that is the reason why they are in the position they are in. Now, everybody don't need, creative freedom or whatever like that. And some people deserve some creative freedom. But like you said, the homegrown guys, the guys that been there since day one, don't really have a say-so on what they get to do. But you guys who just came in from WWE 2 fucking months ago, they get the control over some shit that, like I find that to be ass backwards, though, to be honest with you, though. Like, for real, Bobby and Shelton get to come in and say, yeah, we winning the tag team titles over these guys. Like, was you watching? Did you understand the story of Private Party? Like, I just don't. I don't agree with it, though.
I will say this. I'm a big fan of listening to Busted Open. I wish they would book Bully Ray to be.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, he talk about that a lot.
Has a great mindset of talking about how to help AEW. To benefit them, how to make Moxley, be the main factor to introduce these talents and whatever. Because I'm sorry, bro, if I'm seeing Moxley versus Jungle Boy or Moxley versus Orange Cassidy, I have no thought of seeing Orange Cassidy beat Moxley. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You don't have enough showcase to make it look like this makes any sense. I've noticed this with AEW's booking. If they're not from the New Japan, new style, blah blah blah, boys, you're not going to be booked high. You're not going to be booked because TK's only got a hard on for these New Japan, all the overseas talents. Obviously, Will Ospreay, the biggest downfall for Will Ospreay being in AEW, you brought Ricochet with him. What helped Ricochet? It didn't, because if Ricochet came before Ospreay, Ricochet could be their best talent right now. But you got Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay has more showcasing than Ricochet, in my opinion. He has more promo skills. Not that much better, but he's got more of a presentation when it comes to the stuff. When he could show a character feel, or you could tell he's been trying to work on his in-ring promo skills more than I do what I did in New Japan. Like, you could tell he's trying to adapt to that. Ricochet, he could still be the biggest heel right now, but he's got to work on it. Stay the hell off of social media, I guess. That's the best thing I could say about him. But obviously, those are a little rant about AEW. Not really a rant, but I mean, I don't know, if they don't improve much. It's the max numbers, like y'all just said, they're not going up. I don't know what's going to happen. And the shows, I will say that they were smart booking them in smaller venues now, just because it can make it look like a bigger crowd. NWA was very popular of that. NWA would have it in one venue thing, and it could look like it was a sold out arena, even though it was like a pre-taped thing that they did 50 vignette skits from, but it made it look like it was a sold out arena. So that part is helping them a little bit, but right now, man, they got to get some control and just get stuff to be a continuous TV thing, or I don't see them lasting much longer.
I think they'll be around. They just need to just figure out, some stuff though. I think, AEW being around helps out the wrestling as a whole,
As long as streaming is around.
Yeah, it's gonna be around.
AEW will always be around.
Yeah.
I mean, if AEW would be smart, why don't they just have their show on the X account? I mean, wrestling right now, my God, the X account. They can watch pro wrestling. Oh Lord, they'd be all for that. They'd be all for that. So
look, after they got their stuff on Max now, and I think they're gonna settle there and just try to focus on doing their thing, and then that's what they got to do. So I don't know. I really don't have too much words to say about AEW now. It's just like
they just need to sit back and just retool. That's it.
Bro, they had their moments. They got to fix this stuff, or
shit. Ray Phoenix, he's another one. Shit, we was naming all the other guys. Ray Phoenix, he's on it now. On Monday Night Raw. So
free him. Like I said, I'm gonna still say it until it's backwards.
Use a must-driven platform.
I can't use a must-driven platform. Oh no.
Oh, don't get Blackheart started. We ain't got enough time for this.
No.
Guys, I hate to say it's about to be the end, but it is our victory lap. We're gonna give it to our special guest today, man. Appreciate you coming on today. It was fun. It's fun.
Yo. Well. No.
His victory lap, and he's on the side.
Okay. All right.
One thing about Blackheart never ends fast. There we go.
I go real fast, man. Another commission talks in the building. Always dope, man. For real. New episode of the podcast show, man, is out today. And the one is going to be out Friday. No watch along Friday because SmackDown is here in DC.
You'll be eating and hopping all over the place.
Yeah, man, eating, man, and having fun, man. So that's that. Other than that, man, Beyond 1130 season 4, episode 2 is back tomorrow. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Definitely make sure you subscribe to everybody. O2TR and of course Buzzing with Marlowe here on Commission Talks, man. It's been dope.
Yes, man. Obviously a blessing. Guys, right now I know my schedule's been so hectic right now. Buzzing with Marlowe is probably just going to be having commission talks as a content for a little bit. Now that I got this weekend coming up, I'm going to try to get a couple episodes in. If not, we're going to do a Buzzing with Gaming stream this week. But
at OTTR Mom everywhere, all that type of shit. I'm done.
There it is. You can catch me and him also on Sundays at 10. It was a cool after dark thing, but now I like the new thing. I like the new logo. That was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. I like the logo. I like it. I just saw it at 4 this morning. I was like, oh, he got a new logo on the show. So definitely catch us at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays. I will be on this week. I will be able to do everything, and I'll be wide awake for it. So you hold me accountable, I guess. I got you. But guys, we want to thank y'all for watching Commission Talks. I hope everyone has a great week. Also, happy early Valentine's Day. It's hump day. Get you ready for that hump celebration. Hopefully a lot of Valentine's babies don't get made. Also, guys, if you don't want to get trapped, make sure you don't see no poked holes in your special leverages. You know, they out there. I saw a thing on social media. They were showing a girl poking holes through condoms and stuff. So watch out for them holes, man. Watch out for them holes. And my favorite show that they say, don't be a hoe. Get that mind out of the gutter. Oh my gosh. But
Watch out
guys,
for the
this has been
holes.
another great episode.
Wow.
Obviously, Eric, you need to be careful with your Bluetooth because girls
poking
gonna be
holes
poking
now,
holes
man.
through your stuff. They gonna be
Damn.
poking holes through you. But guys, we want to
That's
thank y'all for
diabolical.
watching. We love y'all. We will see y'all down the road. Obviously, Commission Talks is back up and rolling, and we will be on Dre's show next week. Guys, this has been another one, and we are out.
Peace.
Yeet!